So I just watched something that was quite inspiring. It's been a few days. We're going to be shifting into a routine for the evening shortly, but I thought I'd do a quick video about what I'd heard. But before I forget, before I forget, there's a setting for live chat um, to display afterwards, and then there's a new one. It was the only new setting I looked, but I kind of went through the motions and didn't look super closely as I set this up. But there's one for live chat summary. I understand the words, but what does that mean? As opposed to just like I hope it doesn't. Anywho, I have other videos recent about this, and actually, my one I know is online or was about 15, 25 minutes ago. It says 5 minutes ago. Um, play again. But I have other videos about this topic of being who you are and owning that, but also the importance of letting yourself grow and have different experiences. But you're still you, and you still have all the qualities about yourself that you like, and the ones that you don't like can be shaped and worked on, and um, uh, I thought, although I pasted it in the comment area just to kind of see it for a moment, I was sure that I put it in there. Did I leave it open, that thing, or did I use the same tab? Yes, I did. So I can watch it back again, perhaps. It's interesting. Sometimes we can say advice that we struggle to follow ourselves. But, okay, I think for some reason I just copied it before adding to it. I wasn't seeing it. But I'll keep it open anyway. But basically, how do you show up every day and reach for? In other words, how do you um, how do you uh, what kind of steps do you take to reach your goals? What does it look like when you're doing them? How do you handle setbacks? Do you ever just completely change your goals and decide for other ones? Um, and what do you think about goals? There was another question perhaps in there, but I'm not remembering it at the moment. Living is brave was a phrase I just heard. And with that, I also heard everybody dies, but not everybody in the viewer left. Like, I don't want to think about viewer dying. Not everybody lives, or not everybody lives to their full potential. And what are we going to do for each other about that to help make it less so? To help get, we all, even if we don't have a lot of goals and ambitions for whatever reason, we all want to, you know, have a life worth living, essentially. And so understanding having that want should hopefully make it like make it. And also, I mean, as much you can still work on yourself or whatever, but understanding having that want should make it easier to understand that the need, and therefore, um, you know, when you know a certain struggle, you don't want other people to experience it because you know what it's like, right? So yeah, I think and there are some struggles that are very human. At some point in life, sometimes often, we're going to go through. Um, Most of us, various ways, and be curious to talk about those. But there's also, so I'm talking about monotone, also struggling to get the cushions comfy. Um, but also, we all have different challenges, and they shape us, right? Or different experiences in that, and they shape us in ways that sometimes we want to be, and some ways we don't. Maybe some ways neutral. And I think it's good to look at those things And again, ask yourself some questions. Is this a positive thing? Isn't it? If not, what do I do about it? You know, and we can help each other. I'm probably going to keep this short. I've covered a lot in just under 6 minutes. Say, I haven't seen this live streaming screen for a few days. I've been distracted and kind of putting it off, and honestly, not having a ton of ideas either. Although I still have lots of things open, so I mean, being shown a lot of ideas. But yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah, I think there were some good questions in here. Hopefully, you'll want to talk about some of them. Um, if a certain somebody sees this, I did send you a message. I hope it clarifies things because there was a misunderstanding. I also hope some of the recent content does. So whether it's the short ones, the long ones, little by little, or all at once, the songs, the not songs, the mixture ones, this or any of my other videos, feel free to check them out. Would love to hear from you on them. Really do value the interactions and the engagements, and like I say, sometimes there will be misunderstandings, but there's a lot of positive and potential in having the interactions and stuff. So and the content is the launching spot for that, right? So yeah, don't be shy. No need to be shy with me. No need to, for the most part, filter yourself. I mean, I have opinions, and sometimes they're just that, but I'm not judging. You know, if you want to make changes, I can help you make them. I can try to. If you don't, then when I realize that, we can just have a conversation. So yeah, I look forward to. I guess I did turn that down earlier. I don't remember doing something when she was here. I look forward to hearing from y'all. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of those things that I said were rather deep and could probably go deeper. At the moment, I'm not sure what I'd say for them to. So starting to go in. I think further winded, but could get the dog up a bit. Do a couple other things in the routine. Just kind of get on with enjoying the evening. The weekend's supposed to be fairly rainy here, so I'm thinking of doing some art. I might do some stuff on YouTube. We'll see. Gonna give the dog a bath. There was something else, but I can't remember what. Oh, right, possibly some cleaning. Um, and working through, things I have going on my devices. Because in my devices and in my environment, I'm noticing I'm slightly overwhelmed. Sometimes I kind of can manage. It's maybe not worse, lot worse than those times, but I am noticing that, yeah, and we have to control what we can control, right, or do what we can, So within the environment, I mean, some things won't be easy to work through or whatever, but it's really hard when we rely on other people. It's great when we can be there for each other and when we can, you know, yeah, in all the ways. But sometimes you sure realize that if you're relying on somebody else to make a dream happen, it might not. It's just so many things seem to be, or a goal or whatever. So many things just seem to be set up that way, don't they? Um, like for me, whether it's getting a gig or a job I mean, for any of us, a job opportunity, um, training, um, just sometimes generally needing some help to accomplish something. Um, the little things are usually not those, not that way, but yeah, it's it's sometimes the other things seem big, but yeah, it's definitely yeah. I hope you know where I'm kind of going with that. I might post some music on the weekend. That's something else I might do. I found a songbook. I have some songs open as well. So stay tuned, and like I say, don't be shy on the content to let me know your thoughts on it. Um, Appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a good week. Some places it would be Saturday. Some places it's TGIF. Um, Either way, enjoy, and hopefully the weather's nice as well. And you're taking care of yourself and your well-being, and yeah, the thing is, one other thing I will say, and um, people say, "Oh, you have to be at a certain place before you can help others." This, that, the other, and and I mean, maybe never put it into words, but it's amazing how it seems like not many people have thought the thought that should come after that is, "But nobody is perfect." So you know, just do the best you can. You know, and since you can't reach perfection, you know, like actual full-on perfection, then you actually do still have the power and the capacity to be there and help others, and to make a positive impact. And how do you do it? Or how are you going to do it? Or how are you going to try and do it? Um, and if no other way seems easy or is working, welcome, then online, you know, make a positive impact for people, your fellow people on the platforms. Um, the person, well, I don't know what that's about, but anyway, but maybe they saved it to watch later. Uh, but yes, I do have a couple other things I want to do. The dog is thinking of being pretty good though, and somebody's gonna be getting home soon, and then it'll be a bit distracting. So as much as I'd like to keep rolling and seeing what if while live, I might get into an interesting a fun and enjoyable conversation, or if um, I retain somebody watching for a while or whatever. Like I say, that's great. Them giving a reaction is the next best. Them giving a comment is even better, and it's not hard to do those things, and I sure appreciate it. But yeah, as much as I would like to, especially since it's been a few days, both with my energy level and all the other reasons I said or alluded to, I think I'm just going to keep this one at around this uh, duration. Um, and I mean, not to tell you what to do and not to um, maybe state the obvious, but maybe we all need to be reminded that if there's something that we think we might get something from or that we want to watch again, do so. Nothing wrong with doing so. So, I mean, I was trying to think of some of the questions that or statements that could be kind of a question that I'd said a little earlier. At the moment, I'm not remembering, but I hope that you will, you know, find them worthwhile talking about in the comments, and I look forward to chatting. Uh, be careful, be safe. You know, when you're going about life, and try and enjoy it. Try and enjoy it. Try not to jump to conclusions too quickly. Get to know each other and get to know, um, and enjoy the beautiful things in life because they are there. As hard as life can be sometimes, and stressful and challenging and such, if you look, the small things, whether it's the things that you still manage to do in your day despite your difficulties, that's those are wins. And I need to remember that too. Whether it's the sunshine or flowers or a pet, whatever it is, um, remember to enjoy those things. I just thought of a kind of poetic way to say it. They love you. love them back. And various people could see this, so if you'd like me to say, and I know that that word can still be heard in the other way, but I like you. And if you need to hear I love you, then I send that to you. Um, and that I think is a pretty good spot to finally wrap this one up. It wasn't like it was hugely long. I just meant to do it a few times now. So, okay, take care.